Hi friends, this is Wani and welcome to Wani's house. Today's video I thought that we would just chat. So first I want to thank all of you guys who have been watching all of my videos about my girls celebration. We had so much fun. Majority of my girls came and we had a really good time. My event started at 5:30 and my last guest left at 1:30 in the morning. Yes. So as you saw in the video, we talked, we ate, we played games, we talked about our relationships, and those things I kept out because it was kind of personal. So I didn't leave any of that stuff in there, but it really got kind of deep and we started talking about relationships and men and things that women typically talk about when a lot of us congregate together. But we had such a great time and I am so thankful that I was able to share this year's girls celebration with you guys. And I also had the footage from last year's girls celebration that I shared with you. Our girl Shantae had that footage, and can you believe it took me a year to get it from her? We kept saying we were going to get together, we can get the footage together so I can get the footage, but something else always came to pass. But finally this time when we met, she was like, I'm bringing the footage this time. So I had the footage to share with you guys. So let's talk about afterwards and leading up to the girls celebration. So I just wanted to tell you guys, I know in one of the videos that I taped was when I was setting up for the celebration, and you guys heard my voice. And I also, it was when I did the Giardini, the little tray that I was gifted by that company, and you saw how hoarse I was. Guys, let me tell you what happened. So leading up to the week of the 15th, my niece is here. I told you guys that I have my niece until my sister moves back home from California. So I've had my niece now since August. So she had a slight cold, and so then my husband started, he began to get sick, and then my daughter began to get a little sick. I was the only one who had not had any illnesses, and I was around here taking care of everybody else with their colds, runny noses, things like that. So here we come, Friday the 14th. I get off work a little bit early because there was some things that I needed to do for Saturday, and I needed to run to Sprouts, and I had to make a couple little pit stops for Saturday's event. And when I woke up Friday morning, my throat was a little scratchy, and I'm like, I'm trying to come up with something. But I was like, okay, well, my coworker gave me some zinc, so I took a couple of zinc lozenges throughout the day. I drank me some orange juice. I was drinking tea and lemon, trying to stave off whatever this was that I was trying to come down with. So I felt not 100% because of my throat, but I wasn't like sick that I couldn't go to work, and I definitely wasn't gonna cancel my event. So the show must go on. So I got off of work, ran my errands, was doing all these things. I wasn't gonna cook, but by the time I got home, it was gonna be late. So I stopped by Kentucky Fried Chicken and got something to eat for the family to eat when I got home. So my plan was I was gonna come home, start making some of the dishes and slicing the potatoes and things that I need to do for my homemade potato chips. But I began to feel so bad. I mean, from the time that I left the store to the time I got home, I mean, my energy level had like dropped like instantly. So by the time I got home, I wasn't even hungry anymore. I didn't have an appetite. I was like burning up hot. I'm not sure if I had a fever or not, but I was hot. And I took off all my clothes, and I was up in the game room, and I took off all of my clothes, and then I got cold. So I put everything back on, and I had a throat over me. And my daughter was like, well, Mom, you're going to have to eat because I want to take this Theraflu. But I just did not have a freaking appetite. So all that being said, I finally took the Theraflu and I went to sleep. I did not do anything. I did not clean up. I did not start on my chicken salad. I had not done anything. So I'm thinking, okay, if I don't feel better in the morning, I might have to cancel the event. And I really did not want to. Guys, if I tell you that the bottom fell open. So when I woke up Saturday, I woke up at 4 o'clock Saturday, and I felt okay, but not 100%. So I was in the kitchen, and I was like, I am going to do this. So I began making the chicken salad, watching some of your YouTube videos. I was watching Nat Matt Rich Style. I was watching her while I was in here making chicken salad. But I took some more Theraflu, and I began to feel better. So I just began to clean up and do things. So I decided I was not going to cancel this girls event. I just could not, because I know that a lot of them had already made plans and arrangements to be here, and I just did not want to disappoint them. So if I had to stay drugged up all night so that I can carry this event on, that is exactly what I was going to do, and that's exactly what I did. So I got the house together, the food was ready. For the first time, guys, I was ready when my first guest arrived. You guys would have been so proud of me, because usually when I have something, I have to have my husband or my daughter, somebody downstairs, because I'm just getting out of the shower. And this time I was like completely ready, and when she knocked on the door, I was already downstairs. I was doing something else. But just to say that I just did not want to let any of them down, and I'm so happy that I was able to pull it through, because on Sunday morning your girl was done. I couldn't do anything. My throat was on fire. It was just so scratchy. And so when you guys heard me in that Giardini tray video, that was it. My voice was gone. And so I was drinking tea and things like that. So I went to work. And because I still felt okay, it was just my voice. And so Tuesday, my supervisor was like, don't you come back in here if you're not 100%. You know, you need to get you some rest. And that's what I did. So Wednesday, I stayed home. And I was feeling better. I really just relaxed, watched YouTube videos, looked at a little bit of TV. QVC had a Christmas thing going on, and I was watching that, and I didn't buy anything, but it was just really good to just be in the house by myself, have my candles lit, and just watching videos, and I was just really, really chilling. Now, Thursday, I was going to go to work, and I woke up Thursday morning. Guys, I had pink eye. I could not believe it. I had pink eye. I woke up and I just had crust all in my eyes. And I originally thought it was because the night before I had made a ginger honey tea mixture, and I had put a little bit of gin in there because I was really trying to just cut through that mucus that was like, it was just sitting on my, like it was just sitting on the back of my throat. And so that was what I was trying to do, and I wanted to sweat some of whatever it was, these impurities out. And I woke up and I had all this crust. I said, oh my goodness, I must have slept really, really hard. I put a lot of gin in that tea. That was going through my mind. But when I went into my bathroom and I saw how red my eyes were, I was just like, oh no, I just don't believe it. So let me tell you about this. So I was going to go to the doctor. So I stayed home because if I did have pink eye, of course I was contagious and I couldn't be around people at work. And I was going to go to the doctor. And I just really just didn't feel like doing any of that. And then to me, it seemed like I wasn't sure if it was allergies, because you know, in my other profession, I am a doctor. I didn't know if there were allergies or if it was actually pink eye, but to me, it just seemed like it started to clear up a little bit. So I said, well, maybe this is just a whole allergy thing that's going on. So as the night progressed and whatever, and of course the minute clinic was closed, I couldn't go to see my doctor now because it's like 7 to 8 o'clock. Everything was closed now. But so I go online because this was not a big enough issue for me to go into the emergency room, and I pull up my healthcare provider. And I'm looking to try to see if there was something else that they had. And I remember one of my co-workers talking about when a couple of weeks ago when her throat was hurting, she thought she had strep. But she really couldn't tell, and she did not want to go to the doctor and all the other same scenario as me. I didn't want to deal with all of that. So she told me that she did some type of, she saw a doctor on her phone. And so I was looking at my healthcare provider, and it had what it was called, Doctor to Go. I think it was Doctor to Go. I think it was Doctor to Go. I can't remember. But my healthcare provider had it on their site. And I'm like, okay, she done this. And what she did was she had downloaded the app on her phone. She saw a real doctor. She told them what her symptoms were. She had to put everything in or whatever. And she had download everything on her phone. And she had to open up her mouth and put the phone in there, and they could see like the back of her throat. And they told her, yes, she did have strep. Wrote a prescription. She was gone. So when I saw that my healthcare provider offered something similar to this, I said, well, let me try this. So I put all my information in on my laptop. I was in the comfort of my own home in my pajamas, and my hair was a hot mess, y'all. But girlfriend, I needed to know what the heck was going on with me at this point. And so I put all of my information in, and they told me how much my service is going to be for 15 minutes. Now, you know, when you go to the doctor's office, your doctor's probably in there with you a minimum 3 to 5 minutes, you know, to get your symptoms or whatever. I think you're in the waiting room longer than you're having your time with your doctor, unless you have like some real issues going on. So my 15-minute session, and I put all of my what was happening with me, and you know, all of my history, if I was allergic to anything and everything like that. So they told me, my doctor came on. My doctor's name was Dr. O. And she read everything. And she asked me what my symptoms was, what was happening. So she asked me to bring a light closer to my screen. So one thing you have to be able to use your camera on your computer or whatever your device is. You should be able to hear, and it was something else. Oh, and be able to speak. So it was like 3 tests that I had to be able to pass while I was on my laptop. Excuse me. So you see I still have a cough that I'm still trying to get over. Anyway, but after all of that was done, I brought the light closer so she could see my eyes. And she had me to, you know, pull the lid down and look left and right and up and down. But as I was doing that, she was on her computer. It's like she was zooming in on my eyeball. It was just so freaky. It was like I was part of the Jetsons, and Mr. Spacely was right there in front of me, and he could just see everything. It was so freaking incredible, guys. And she was like, yes, you have conjunctivitis, more so in your right eye than your left eye, but I'm going to prescribe you this prescription. You put it in your eye, and she gave me the instructions, asked me to make sure that the pharmacy that I indicated was that where I wanted them to send it was. My prescription was waiting there for me. And about my throat, she thought it was viral because everyone in my house had been sick. I just got the blunt of it. So this is the cough that I have every now and then. is the ending result of everything else that was going around in my house. So you know I bleached down and Lysol down and aired out the house because I wanted these germs up out of here. Washed everything. But guys, let me tell you, because one time I was so desperate, I was considering going to the Minute Clinic, and I think that was going to probably cost me a minimum of $180. Then if I would have went to my doctor, I would have had my copay of $35. Plus I had to buy my medicine, whatever the case may be. Who knows? And then I had to wait. With this, I was in my living room, me, myself, and I, and Dr. O, who was a doctor in Rochester, New York, because I went and I looked her credentials up afterwards, and she is really, really liked. Her ratings were like excellent. They were really, really good, and she wrote me my prescription. And my whole visit in the comfort of my living room cost me, what? $8. My insurance company covered the rest. $8. My coworker said hers cost her $15. Yes. So I was like really, really impressed with that. That was some real Jetsons mess right there. But my eye is getting better. And the only thing I have now is the remnants of this cough every now and then. Everyone in my house is now better, and now that they've given everything to me. But yeah, so that is what happened. But I really wanted to get that video out to you guys, and I wanted you guys to see the whole process, and I didn't want it to be such a long, drawn out, you know, couple series of videos before you got to see my day with my girls. So I'm glad you guys enjoyed that, and seeing what else is happening that I wanted to talk to you guys about with me. Getting ready for the holidays coming up. I have one DIY video, guys, that is going to blow you away. So I have filmed it, but I need to do one more thing, and so if everything goes well, I have that video out for you guys next week. But it is an awesome, awesome video, guys. I have not seen anything like this one before, so I even blew myself away, because when you guys hear the backstory of this, you're gonna be like, really, Wani? Yeah. And seeing what else I have planned. Thinking about the holidays. I don't know if anyone else is like this, but every year there's like a sequence of things that I like to do. Like in July, I like watching Christmas in July on QVC. I love watching all of the Christmas and cooking shows and things like that. But I also like looking at the Black Friday ads like early. So for the last 3 weeks, I've been on like BlackFriday.com or Brad's Black Friday and things like that, trying to catch up on the ads so I know what is going to be on sale for Black Friday. Guys, I live for Black Friday. I am so freaking excited. And like I said, I typically would do like a whole little thing, go see the lighting of the tree. Last year, they really screwed me because they started the tree lighting at Macy's at 6 o'clock. It was barely sunset. And I'm still walking towards the freaking ceremony, the program, and then the fireworks go off. You talking about pissed? Your girl was pissed. Ruined my entire, you know, Black Friday experience. Everything was just so soon. It was just like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. The stores want to open up at 4 o'clock. I didn't like that. I really enjoyed having Thanksgiving with my family, and then going to see the lighting of the tree for 8 o'clock, coming home, sleeping until maybe like 2. Excuse me, guys. Going to Starbucks, getting me some coffee, and going to stand in line at Belk's. Belk's is always my first stop every year. They always have their boots on sale. So I'm always going to Belk's first, and then probably Target or something. But last year, they just really screwed up my Thanksgiving experience. And I went out there, but I was back home probably by 10:30, 11 o'clock. I was not feeling it. came home and went to bed. Before, I would get home around 6 o'clock, come home, sleep till maybe about 11, and then I would go to Macy's. I didn't do any of that. Macy's pissed me off with the whole tree lighting thing early so that I can go into their stores early and spend my money, but I didn't go to Macy's at all. And Macy's is one of my favorite stores. Also, guys, speaking of Macy's, I was in there recently and they had chafing dishes for $39.99. So this is a great time for you to get your chafing dishes. If that's what you're needing for your holiday entertaining, go ahead and go to Macy's and pick up your chafing dishes. And $39.99 is not bad. Last year I was able, 2 years ago I bought one, and it's the electric one. Last year I was able to buy two more. One I kept for myself, and they were $19.99. They were getting rid of them for the end of the season, right after Christmas was coming upon us. So because I got my mom one for her Christmas present. So $19.99. So if you guys need chafing dishes for Thanksgiving and Christmas, right now it's a great time to go and get them now. And if you use the $39.99 is the regular price, but if you use your $10 coupon this week with Macy's, because it's their birthday sale or something like that, you get it for $29. So not too bad for entertaining. So guys, I think that's all I want to talk to you guys about. I just want to make sure that you guys knew how my world just fell apart after my girl celebration. But I am going to take some time off of work next week. I really do need it because I have been working. I've had so many events and things happening at work, and I have not taken any time off during the year. And I think that's what really caught up with me this time, and my body just could not ward off anything with everything that was going on here. And with my niece being here, oh my goodness guys, those baby germs are killer. I hadn't had no baby in here in 20 something years. Those baby germs, that's a new breed, because my body was just like, just take her, just take her. So but I am really enjoying my niece. She has been a true blessing here. My husband used to holler about the house was too hot, the house was too quiet, because we didn't have anyone, no kids running around here. But my niece and nephew coming around here now, yeah, there's a lot of pitter patter on this floor, and I don't like it, but I love them. So guys, I am going to go ahead and end this video. I think I have rambled enough. Just leave me a comment below. Let me know what you thought about anything that I said. And I just really appreciate all of your support and encouraging words. And I just want to chat with you guys for a bit, just to let you know what was happening with me, what happened with my voice, and to make sure you guys go to Macy's in the event you need to get you a chafing dish for the holiday season. So guys, I will see you in the next video, and hopefully I won't have this cough. Bye bye.